Hi, my name is Ashley McKeachie. I am a certified yoga therapist and full-time faculty chair at Saddleback College in the Emeritus Health Institute in Mission Viejo, California. So I'm here to teach you about the Kirtan Kriya, which is a 12-minute meditation that has been researched since 2003 at the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation. And this meditation technique has been proven to have a positive impact on cognition and overall wellness. Studies have shown that only 12 minutes of Kirtan Kriya improves resting brain activity, reverses memory loss, pumps up cerebral flow, reduces inflammatory genes, and increases the gene protective enzyme telomerase, boosts brain size and volume, better sleep, and reduces stress, as well as instances of anxiety and depression. So all of the landmark studies, where several have been published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, concluded that Kirtan Kriya is dramatically beneficial for memory. In one study that I really thought was fascinating, it compared the Kirtan Kriya with music listening on cognitive outcomes in adults who were experiencing subjective cognitive decline, which is an early form of memory loss that is a strong predictor of Alzheimer's disease. Participants either performed 12 minutes of Kirtan Kriya or they listened to classical music each day for a 12-week period. Both groups showed significant improvement in subjective measures of memory function and objective measures of attention, processing speed, and executive function. However, memory function was much more improved in the Kirtan Kriya group. 6 months post-intervention, the Kirtan Kriya group experienced the most improvements in cognitive performance. The Kirtan Kriya meditation group also experienced more sustained improvements in stress management, such as mood, stress, well-being, sleep, and quality of life. And when asked, over 85% of the Kirtan Kriya participants mentioned a myriad of specific benefits that they gained from their practice, including new skills for achieving calm, focus in times of stress, improved memory and sleep. They learned to be still, centered, improved clarity and focus. They slowed down mentally. They experienced enhanced awareness and energy and alertness, and really this overall improvement in the quality of their life. Kirtan Kriya is this integration of mantra, mudra, and visualization, and it only takes 12 minutes each day per session, 12 minutes per session each day to experience positive results. So there are 5 specific actions to perform the Kirtan Kriya. So number 1 is you want to make sure that the breath is flowing freely. There's no specific technique that you need to be practicing, so just let that come naturally. Number 2 is you're sitting comfortably in a chair with your feet on the floor, or you can sit on the floor on a yoga mat or on a block or a pillow. Maybe that would be more comfortable for those of you that can do that, maybe in a cross-legged position, but wherever you are, your spine should be erect, right? You're sitting tall. Number 3, the Kirtan Kriya uses a mantra called Sat Nam. And a mantra is basically a sacred syllable or sacred syllables that are really found in many different traditions, but their words are in the ancient language of India called Sanskrit. And so the one that we use for the Kirtan Kriya is called Sat Nam, and that means my true essence. And it's sung using 4 specific sounds: sa, ta, na, and ma. And these sounds are actually the first 4 notes of Mary Had a Little Lamb. So it would sound like this. Mary had a, so it's Satanama, Satanama. And the jaw is relaxed while singing to activate the vagus nerve, which is the 10th cranial nerve that innervates almost every major organ in the body. And it's also responsible for the parasympathetic nervous system activation. And that is our ability to rest and digest. And it helps us feel calm, clear, and focused. So when the mantra is repeated, it stimulates 84 acupuncture points located in the roof of the mouth. So when the tongue forcefully strikes these points, it sends energy through meridians or energy channels, just like an acupuncture needle would, how that influences the energy flowing through the body through those acupuncture meridians. So when the tongue is striking the roof of the mouth, when this occurs, it stimulates the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus. And both of those boost the function of neurological and endocrine systems. And there were researchers who conducted a survey asking people what they liked most about the Kirtan Kriya, and 90% said the singing. So when we break down each one of the elements of the mantra, there are these subtle benefits associated with each one of those sounds. So sa evokes a sense of expansiveness. Ta creates a feeling of strength. Na stimulates a sense of the universal. And ma provides the quality of communication. And as we practice the Kirtan Kriya, we hear the sound and we also absorb its vibrations. The vibrations travel to every cell of the body and send positive signals to the brain and the glands together, especially the master gland, the pituitary gland. Number 4, in the Kirtan Kriya, the hands rest on the knees. They rest on the knees, and the thumb is touched to each of the 4 fingers. And so on sa, the index finger is touching the thumb. On ta, the middle finger meets the thumb. On na, the movement is repeated with the ring finger. And with ma, the pinky and the thumb touch. Sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. And the sequence is always forward. It's thumb, index finger, thumb with the index finger, then middle finger, then ring finger, then pinky, and it's never backwards. Satanama. And then 5, during the practice, the eyes are closed and we visualize this, the sound of the mantra coming down from the top of the head, and out through the middle of the forehead. So it's parallel to the nose like a capital L. And there was a study done at UCLA about this visualization. And using this focus activates the occipital, or the back part of the brain responsible for eyesight. But the stimulation is not only there to enhance physical vision, it also allows access to one's highest vision or mission or purpose in life, their destiny. So we say here with the Kirtan Kriya, it's a highly evolved multisensory experience. So let's put the steps all together for the 12-minute Kirtan Kriya sequence. So for 2 minutes, we sing the mantra out loud. Satanama, 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 Satanama. And then we sing it for 2 minutes in a stage whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. And then for 4 minutes, we silently sing the sounds to ourself, right? To yourself, and we continue touching the fingers. And then for 2 minutes, we bring the voice back up to a stage whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. And then for the last 2 minutes, we sing out loud to complete the sequence. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. So a digital clock or timer or watch can be used to help time the sequence, but it can be really helpful, I think more helpful, to use the music that the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation has provided to make it very easy to follow. And they say that when these outside thoughts intrude, right, when the mind kind of drifts away, that we want to return our focus to our fingertips, the sounds, and that visualization. And then to complete the meditation, we inhale deeply through the nose and we stretch the hands above the head. And then we bring them down in a sweeping motion while exhaling through the nose. And then it's suggested to take just a couple of slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Before we resume our daily activities. So that's it. That is the 12-minute Kirtan Kriya. Thank you so much for providing this wonderful meditation, and I cannot wait to share it with my students. Namaste.